The first case, the young lady is dressed in yellow. Why is she dressed in yellow? Because in Texas, if you're pregnant, they put you in the yellow suit to alert the guards, the courts, and whoever needs to know that you're pregnant. But she has an addiction. What is she addicted to? Heroin. How are they getting people off of heroin? If I'm not mistaken, they prescribe methadone. All right. Methadone is still a drug. It's like they're giving you a drug to fight the drug, but it's still fixing the high. And you giving it to the unborn fetus that's in your stomach. Right? Now, some people are going to argue, a baby is not in your stomach. Well, close enough. Well, in the second case, the victim actually blamed the judge for letting her out of jail. Well, she didn't like Judge Boyd's ruling because part of her ruling is she can't go back to her mother's house. She can't be around children, her own children. And when she show up to drug court, so to speak, she will be in handcuffs. Sometimes addictions are not the best things to be under, even though we all have vices. None of us are perfect. But an addiction is an addiction. And when you're a mother and you got that addiction, and she asking you, are you still an addict? And you looking at the moon, the stars, and the, everything else you can see without giving a clear answer. She already knew that, the answer to the question without you even saying nothing. But nevertheless, let's dive into the content. This is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and she's in yellow because is she pregnant?
Yes.
All right, so why should I follow this agreement? Because 3 times she's been stealing and she's still stealing. And this time she's stealing greeting cards. So why should I follow this agreement?
Well, yeah, Your Honor, she's had an issue, a problem. She's pregnant right now. She's hope there's not any dependencies or substance abuse, and she's asking for serve her time. And
all right, what's your substance addiction?
I was addicted to heroin.
All right, so when did you stop using heroin?
They put me on methadone.
So you're currently on methadone.
Yes.
I always tell people, and I've done treatment courts, I've done studies, methadone is still a drug.
Yeah, I understand that.
So what are your levels on the methadone?
I'm on 30 milligrams.
All right, is Child Protective Services involved?
I'm not yet.
When are you due?
11/6 of this year.
Okay. All right, so I'm not going to follow this plea. If she wants probation, I will give her probation, and she's going into somebody's treatment program. I'm not going to have somebody out here having a child, and the child is going to end up being addicted to methadone. Let's just go ahead and say that right now, because if she's taking methadone, the baby's taking methadone. And depending on what level she's at on methadone, if I just release her, she's going to get out of state jail felony. She may start back using heroin. I don't know. I'm going to do my part. So hopefully the baby won't be born addicted. Have you ever seen a baby that's been addicted to
No, I have
substance?
2 kids and they've never been addicted.
Yeah. Well, by the grace of
God.
whoever, I'll just put it that way, because we have a separation of church and state here. But what I do know is that when babies are born addicted to drugs, they have withdrawals just like adults do. The only difference is that baby doesn't know why they're having withdrawals.
It wasn't my decision to get on
Hmm?
It wasn't my decision to get on methadone. They put me on methadone as soon as I came in.
Well, here's the thing. It was your decision to use whatever drugs you were using, which was heroin. So that's all your decision. It's your decision to continue to pick up theft cases, knowing that you have 2 other children that you're supposed to be supporting. Where are those 2 children?
With my mom.
Yes. So your mom, instead of being a grandmother, she's happened to be a mother to your children. Was Child Protective Services involved?
Yeah.
All right. So were your rights terminated?
No.
All right. So I am not following this plea bargain agreement. If she wants probation, I'll give her probation, but I'm not following the plea bargain agreement for 6 months. She can either do 1 year at the state jail facility, or either she can be on probation for 4 years. The choice is hers.
We'd like to. I prefer to.
All right, thank you.
I rather be.
For you? Yeah. Okay. You never mind, just rather it's take the probation.
I rather do probation so that way I can.
All right, so we're going to put this on the record. So have you had a chance to confer with your attorney?
Just right now.
All right, have you had sufficient time to confer with your attorney?
Yeah,
All right, so do you wish to have probation, or do you wish to consider the state jail facility for 1 year?
I'd rather do probation so I can see if I can be. At least try to be a parent to them.
All right, any objections from the state
No, Your Honor.
defense? So is that the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is what the court will do. As previously stated, the court is finding there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. Record, Ms. Alonso, here's your chance. You got to stop doing many things, right? You got to go on the straight and narrow. You can't be stealing, because who knows, you may end up with a different judge, different prosecutor, different attorney. You understand?
Yes.
So if you want to be a mom in your children's life, you got to be a mom that they can be proud of. And when I say proud of, children will tease each other. You need to be that parent that your children will be proud to say, that's my mom, instead of being on the bus and hiding their head because they don't want anybody to know you're their mom. Okay. You still have a chance to do it, to get your life together. Good thing your mom has your children. Hopefully that's a safe place, and it's a safe place. So now's the time for you to get your act together. You understand?
Yes.
Both felony drug court and Esperanza court are good programs. All
I've
right.
been asking for help, but I always just get them to put in.
Oh, well, here's your help.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay. All right. Are you the same Jules Alonso, who was placed on community supervision and cause number 2022 CR 7775 for the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced on March 27, 2023 for a term of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Jules Regine Alonso, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April and May of 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
It's true.
State?
Oh, Your Honor, we waive the other violations alleged.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 6 months in the state jail facility?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We're asking that you deny the motion, continue the defendant, and alternate amend her conditions for SATIP, followed by aftercare, as recommended by the jail tap, and that she stay in custody, waiting for a spot in SATIP, Judge.
All right, so what has she done while on probation?
Not a lot, Judge.
Have you done anything?
No, ma'am.
All
But
right,
I
so
do need help.
I'm sorry.
But I do need help.
Well, why didn't raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Hold on.
All right, so this is incorrect. According to this paperwork, it says the punishment is to be assessed at 6 months in the state jail facility. But according to the judgment, the terms of the plea bargain was 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. But you say you need help?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, why didn't you ask for that before?
Because last time I was pregnant and you offered a year state jail or 4 years probation, I didn't want to have my baby in jail.
All right. So it is actually, her underlying is 2 years in the state jail facility and not 6 months in the state jail facility. So where is your child?
She's with my mom.
And so you had your child. Was your child born positive for anything? And I see where I referred you to felony drug court. I did a referral to Esperanza Court. So why are you just now saying that you need help when I've offered you help?
Because I was supposed to be in custody and y'all let me out.
So we let her out of custody and then you go use drugs or whatever
No,
you've
I
been
didn't
doing.
use no drugs when I got out.
Well, you didn't report. So it's our fault.
No, not at all. My fault.
Right. So why are you acting as though it's our fault?
I'm not saying it's your fault, Your Honor, at all.
I mean, well, you just said, well, y'all let me out.
Yeah, but I got scared. I got scared because y'all let me out and I wasn't supposed to be let out.
Yeah. And instead of you coming back to the court, you just off in the free world, not reporting, not doing anything. And now you come to me and you want mercy from the court. I still don't understand why I should follow your proposed agreement. She has done nothing. What have you done?
Be with my kids.
You shouldn't have even been with your children because here's the thing. You haven't done anything. This is what I ordered, intensive parenting classes. Have you started parenting classes?
No,
I ordered felony drug court. I ordered Esperanza Court. Have you reported to the UA hotline?
No.
Did you have employment?
no.
So you've done nothing. And somebody is allowing you to live with them, obviously, without employment. So what have you done? Nothing. So probation, why should I be following this? She hasn't done anything.
Your Honor, show on my records that the felony drug court or the Esperanza court was to be done in custody. It doesn't state that on my records now.
Mhm.
That is quite possible. I would say let's give her a chance to get evaluated in custody
Mhm.
and then see what their recommendations are.
Yeah, she's saying she wants help, Judge. I think that's the state's what we're trying to do, Judge.
All
And,
right.
Your Honor, if I may add something
Yes.
as well. I obviously wasn't counsel on the first go around, but my understanding, speaking with Ms. Alonso, is her primary reason for not accepting time the first time around was the birth of her child. She's since given birth to that child, has been taking care of that child. Finally recognizes that she needs help, albeit it sounds like, and my apologies on her behalf for making it seem like she was blaming the court. I don't think that was her intention. I do think she is wanting and seeking help at this time. One of the other offers was 18 months in jail, but she chose the option of, she told me specifically that she wanted help and assistance now. I thought
Okay.
this was the way for her.
I would like to know how she's taking care of child. Obviously, she has a drug problem. And she's trying to tell me that she hasn't been using drugs since she's been missing. I don't think that's true. She's not working, so she hasn't been financially supporting her child. And since she's using drugs, she hasn't been mentally there for her child. And your mom, or who is the person who has custody of your child? Your mom?
Yes,
And your mom is allowing you to live with her.
yes.
What's your mother's name?
Viola,
I'm sorry?
Viola,
Viola what?
Vidal.
Vidal? Is that Vidal? All right, I'll deny the motion. Alter amend conditions. It's going to be to a referral to felony drug court in custody. And if she's not accepted, then she's going to safety. And that's in custody. And she is not allowed to reside with Viola Vidal. And there's to be no contact with minors until further notice. Is there anything else?
Oh, Your Honor.
No,
Anything
yeah.
else? Anything else you need? Probation?
Clarification, the place has contact plan.
No contact, because I can tell you right now, Child Protective Services is involved and they don't know what's going on.
Well, all my cases are closed.
Well, I can't believe Child Protective Services closing your cases and you're still, yeah. See, this is what ends up happening with Child Protective Services cases. You have sometimes people will agree to terminate their rights, sign their rights over to their parents, but in all actuality, they're still the parent of the child because they're living there and their moms just stepped up and did it because otherwise the baby was going to be with some unknown person. So yes, no contact with minors until I say it's okay for minors. And if you want to end up having contact with minors, you had better start doing your parenting classes and doing all of that. Because on the CPS side, sounds to me, you took the easy way out. Let me have these babies. Let me sign my rights over to my mom. And guess what? I don't have to do your parenting classes. I don't have to worry about drug testing. And my mom is going to let me have my children back. Not here, not today. So that's the court's ruling. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, we can go off the record. Here's in this court, and I know I've told you this before, in order to be successful, you need to stay in contact. Successful. If there's an issue, let us know. If probation, you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. Do you understand? Yes or no?
That's fine.
All right, good luck to you.
All right, so thank you for all who tuned into this case. Like I said, this was a doozy. The pregnant woman actually blamed the judge for her release. Wild case, in my opinion. Instead of her doing anything to combat her addiction, she did nothing. And like I said in every video, one of the hottest jobs is being a defense attorney, because you got to go out there and defend an idiot from the idiotic actions of the idiot, right? It's a lot of eyes there. I tried to make it rhyme. Didn't work. The defendant's lawyer say, well, judge, she was taking care of a child. So Judge Boyd asks her, so where are the children staying? With your mother? Well, give me your mother's name. And in the end, the verdict was, you can't even stay with your mother now. You got to find somewhere else to be because you can't be around your own children. People got to understand that Judge Boyd ain't playing. Judge Boyd, Judge Simpson, Judge Bryant, Judge Hayward, Judge Washington, Judge Webster, they not playing with you. You go out there and play, they're going to give you the prize in the bottom of the Cracker Jack box that you may not like. But nevertheless, put it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel after you hit the notification bell. You can support the channel through Cash App, Super Chat. And once again, we will see you in the next.